And the Wildcats with their home whites with blue UNH across the front and blue pants with white piping. And they have their blue helmets on, and the Brown Bears with their brown uniforms, top and bottoms, and stockings, and brown helmets. They got a little red highlight going with some white highlights as well.
Your uniform report brought to you by Collins Sports Center in Rochester, official screen printer and embroiderer of the UNH Wildcats. Check out the website collinsports.net or call 603-335-1417 to speak with the team sports specialist. That clock had all kinds of different times. Now we probably are okay. 26 seconds in, the faceoff will be to our right in the Brown zone. And off the draw, it's behind the net, and skating away with it is Zach Jatari. Lead pass ahead for Bird, too far, goes behind the Wildcat cage to the right of Tironi. Chanter looked to chip it off, but Bird pinched in to keep it in the Wildcat zone. Chanter again tries from the right side. Miller a touch pass, and it's out to center. Van Riemsdyk gives to Blackburn. Back to Brendan Van Riemsdyk, left side. Forehand bid, save made, and held in the crook of the arm there. On the glove side of Gavin Nieto, the sophomore from Yorba Linda, California. He's been sharing time with Luke Kanya, but for the most part, Nieto's gotten the call.
And Nieto, as you said, out of Yorba Linda, California. That's birthplace of former President Richard Nixon.
Good stat.
Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Crook of the arm, and completely a coincidence. A minute in here, no score. Brown moving to the right side. On the left wing, it's Marchand. Marchand puts behind the net. Return pass came right back to him. He wasn't prepared for it. I think he was surprised by Berger's attempt. And the puck dribbles under the glove of Tironi, who holds for a faceoff. Brown in the midst of a 4-game series against Hockey East teams. They tied Vermont 2-2 December 9th. Lost at Providence 5-0 3 days ago in the Mayor's Cup game. And after this, they have Maine at home in a couple of days. All right, Brown sets up in the Wildcat zone. Berger along the right half wall. Tipped off his stick by Benton Mass, deep in the corner, far side. Tried to clear it. It hit the side of the Wildcat net. Ended up in front of Tironi. Trying to stuff one home, but going wide with it was Lafferty. Cats will play it out from deep in their end. Mass does deflect it off a Brown player out to center ice into the Bear zone. D to D, Stillwell over to Anea Ferrario. And in transition, the Bears enter. Along the left side, hitting the brakes is Brink. Brink in the left wing boards. Backhands it into the corner. There is Lappin. Lappin can't get it away from Mass, and so the Wildcats look to break out. McNicholas, left side pass Silvaggio. He enters the zone. Rister goes wide off the glove side, and on the carom, it's all the way back down to the Wildcat end.
Yeah, Wildcats can't make something out of that as the shot went wide and went all the way down to the Wildcat end. As they were in the midst of a line change as well.
Sato entering the zone, but he lost his stick as he came across, and we're going to get a penalty as a result against Brown. Just 2:13 into the game. The Wildcats will go on a Unitil power play. Unitil, energy for life.
Well, you know, that Sato line, they got to be bummed about that. They just got on the ice. They get a little open ice, and Sato takes a slash. Stick comes out of his hand, and, well, that's a penalty. It has been all year. Wildcats poor fourth line. They got to go sit down. They hit the power play unit. They just get out on the ice, coach.
He'll appreciate their efforts, especially if the Wildcats can be as successful on the power play as they were early against Brown last year when they took the game right away from the Bears at Meehan. On the power play, the Wildcats at 19.7%, 15 for 76 on the year. The penalty kill for Brown has not been as successful as the puck at center ice skips over the top of Blackburn's stick and is chipped out to center ice by Jatari. That forces Gildon to the far side, D ahead to Blackburn. Now McNicholas enters the zone left wing. Drops it a little bit deeper for Nazarian. Skated past it, so he'll wrap it around the end boards to McNicholas. Right face-off circle. Plays it in front for Nazarian, whose deflection sails out of play. Nazarian was right on the doorstep in front of Nieto.
And the Wildcats were able to get it into the zone with possession. Look at that little flip there. Aaron Nazarian getting a piece of the puck. Then we're going to have a change in with the second power play unit coming out.
All right, Vela on the faceoff, wins it. Back to Silvaggio, right point Marks, over to Richard Boyd, opposite point, back to Marks. Right wing Silvaggio into the circle, tries a shot, kick save on the right pad of Nieto. Rebound out to the far wing, Vela. Boyd back to Vela. Angles towards the net. Drops it deep for Yzerman. Looks to work it across to Salvaggio. But it's cleared out. As getting a stick on it and lifting out of the zone was Brady Shue.
They had Salvaggio and I think McNicholas bearing down there. Puck didn't fall the way for the Wildcats.
Try again. Still 45 seconds left. Power play. Salvaggio from the left side fires as he moved in. Save made Nieto. They'll hold on. We'll get a face-off.
Well, early going here today as we're going to get another change in the power play units. First unit coming on back out. Brown with 5 face-off wins to just 1 for the Wildcats. And this, though, it's very important on a power play to win these face-offs.
Which they do. It's Max Gildon alone at the right point. Holds, drops it to McNicholas, circle right. Drops it down low to Nazarian across the way. A shot to score! Benton Mass from the left circle. And on the power play, the Wildcats take a 1-0 lead at the 3:40 mark of the first.
Now the Wildcats did a nice job of working it down low. And then just a little flick from in tight on the goalie. And the only thing the goalie is going to really do is try to deflect that puck away. And he put it right on the stick of Benton Mass. And there's the pass from McNicholas down low to Nazarian. And save was made. Benton Mass sneaking in from that wing side. Just buries it.
Great look by Nazarian there. And our YouTube replay. Fans, if you missed it at home, it was EnviroVantage to the rescue with their traditional fish abatement after that first goal scored by the Wildcats. Serving New England for over 25 years, EnviroVantage, an award-winning New Hampshire-based environmental specialty and demolition contractor. Learn more at EnviroVantage.com. Benton Mass, his second goal of the season. His first career tally was November 4th at UMass, so there is a memorable first goal here at the Whittemore Center for the freshman blue line. Wildcats with a 1-0 edge, carry the puck into the Brown zone, deep in the right corner. Sheffield looking to dig it out. Sheffield goes behind the net with it, and there's that fourth line, Pete. As you said, they don't get to stay on the ice, but they created that power play opportunity that the Cats did not squander.
Now they got another short shift there. I'm sure they'd like to stay out there, but they forced an icing call on Brown University. Well, I think Coach Amelia is going to go with 4 balanced lines here tonight and give that fourth line a lot of time.
Vela on the face-off. This will be to the right of Nieto. And it's Alex Brink taking the draw from Brown. It comes to Nazarian, who snaps one from the slot. Nieto makes the stop. And Nazarian really teed that one up. Here's Nazarian again, right side. His wrist shot is blocked by Ferrario. And Brown fortunate to get it out to center ice in front of their own bench. Marks to it, quick pass, gets to Nazarian. Back into the zone, right wing side. He's forced to the perimeter and into the corner by Stillwell. Nazarian tries to curl back to the middle to Vela. Return pass intercepted by Stillwell. And it's out to center. Marchand clears the red line and then dumps it. Gildon from behind his own net. Skates out left. Banks off the boards over by the Wildcat bench. Yzerman plays it through. And UNH goes for a change. McCardle deep in the Brown zone along the right side. And with some speed coming into the Wildcat zone, the Bears set up on the right side. They play it behind Tironi. Trying to keep in was Corcoran, as he's joined by New Hampshire native Brent Bodwin. Bodwin from Londonderry, New Hampshire. Right side, played into the corner. Now comes out to the point. Shue from the left side. Flips one in. Pretty easy for Tironi to glide over and glove it to his right as it softened in very nicely. And we'll get a face-off with 14:32 remaining in the opening period. 1-0 Wildcats.
Now third save of the game here for Danny Tironi. Of course, we're looking at that number. If he gets 18, he ties Kevin Regan. If he gets 19, he will be the sole person, goaltender in first place in the number of saves in his career.
Shue tries to throw one in, but Chanter stops the save opportunity by blocking it, and it leads to a break the other way. Miller on the rush left side. His forehand bid goes wide glove side as he lost the edge. And it's out to center ice. A chance for Abel leading a 2-on-1 rush. Abel left side shoots. He was aiming for the far post. Just missed. Rebound along the far right boards. Van Riemsdyk takes it away, however, for the Wildcats to center ice. Leaves it near side for Miller. Off the boards Gottlieb, and Gottlieb works it to Jatari. Right back to Gottlieb. Out of his own end. Veers left, crosses the red line, enters the Wildcat zone. A wrist shot. Save is made by Tironi. That's pretty good work by Max Gottlieb, the junior from Old Bridge, New Jersey, to create an opportunity.
Well, that rush before for Brown, it was a 2-on-1 rush, and the puck handler went for the shot. But that was created because at the other end of the ice, Chris Miller was going 1-on-1, and the puck was spinning so much he just had to slow down his stride, and that threw the whole play off. And before you know it, you've got an odd man rush going the other way.
Jatari throws one on net from the right point. Tirone makes the save. Gildon will chip it out of the Wildcat zone, and back to his own end to get it is Jatari. On the near side, it gets played from Lafferty over to Gottlieb. He loses it thanks to McNicholas's forecheck, but it's out to center ice. McAdams on it. McAdams re-enters the zone. Pass left wing, Salvaggio. He shoots. Kicked aside by Nieto. Over to the right wing boards. Marchand in a battle with McNicholas for the loose puck. It's out to center, and Marchand lifts a bouncing puck about 10 feet to the left side of Tirone. In the corner, Gildon goes after it. Tripping up as Berger fell on the puck. It's pressed against the kick plate in the right wing boards. Kept in by the Bears. They dump it in to the Wildcat end. We're 7 minutes in. 1-0 Cats on Benton Mass's second goal. At 3:40, assist to Aaron Nazarian and Michael McNicholas. McNicholas now at center ice for McAdams. Fans in his attempt to sweep it to the Brown end, and this gives a chance the other way. Alec Meir, fourth line right wing, goes to the left wing corner. Ran into Chanter, out to Stillwell. High slot. Stillwell looked to play it to the point, but it's out of the reach of Ferrario, and he'll have to race back to the Brown end. Off to our right. It's lifted to the Wildcat zone near side. Mass gives chase. Meir is there first for Brown. Taking it away, though, on a back check is Vela. It's Mass, near side defensive circle. Backs it up. Uses the end boards to play it behind the net for Matt Dawson, getting his third appearance of the year with Anthony Wise out of the lineup due to the flu. 8 minutes in, it's 1-0 Wildcats. Bodman loses the handle as it's taken away by Nazarian. Iserman now right side. Tries to go laterally in a pass from the goal line. Goes all the way through on the left boards. Dawson's shot blocked down. Brown sends the puck to center ice. Dawson right back on it, left side. Gets taken down right in front of the penalty box. And the stick gets thrown to the back. It's a 2-on-2 the other way. Bodwin from the right side. Shot. Tirone makes the point-blank save on Brent Bodwin. And the Wildcats get to center ice. It's Vela. Vela across the line. Left wing boy tees it up. A slapper. That got deflected. Hits off the glass and is back out to center ice. Bodwin. Centering pass. Coming across Lappin. It's out in front. Tip off a Wildcat player and out of play. 11:17 to go in the first. UNH out to a 1-0 lead, and this is Wildcat hockey from Learfield. Couple of opportunities in the offensive zone for Brown. Sam Lafferty leading the way. One good save by Tirone, and then another shot wide. Cats in transition. Miller gives to Van Riemsdyk left wing. His shot wide to the near corner. Kept in right point by Blackburn, deep in the zone. Looking in front, Van Riemsdyk was bidding for Miller. Knocked away, though, back out to the near side boards. Chanter tries him out front. Save made. Rebound and a score! The follow-up goal for Liam Blackburn, and it's 2-0 Wildcats at the 9:21 mark of the first period.
Now that's another good player for the Wildcats to get going here in the scoring column. Little save left out there by Nieto, and Blackburn just picks it out clean out of the air about, 7 or 8 inches up. Good hand-eye coordination by the Wildcats sophomore out of Prince George, British Columbia, and the Cats have a big 2-0 lead.
Fifth goal for Blackburn, set up by Dylan Chanter for putting the shot on net initially, and a good start to this opening stanza for the Wildcats. No doubt looking for more here, leading 2-0 about midway through this first. Max Gildon behind the goal line in his own zone. Over to Marks. Marks pass for McNicholas, slightly behind him. Good recovery ahead to Salvaggio. He skates in, tries a wrist shot wide on the glove side, near side. Puck battled for in the near corner. McAdams going after it. Stillwell Ferrario for the Brown defense. McNicholas joins the play as well. Liam Blackburn, his first goal going back to November 4th at UMass. Think about that. He had 2 goals against UMass Lowell, 1 against Colorado College, and then that 1 against UMass Amherst. So the 2 goals tonight scored by guys who hadn't scored since November 4th, Mass, and now Blackburn. 9:59 remaining in the first. 2-0 Wildcats. Timeout on the ice for an ice maintenance break. So we'll take it as well. You're listening to Wildcat Hockey from Learfield. Got a live stat update ready, Pete?
I could possibly do that.
All right. Hello, YouTube audience. Thanks for joining us. Time now for a live stat update brought to you by UNH Analytics and Data Science.
Well, let's go with the stat of 8 shots for the Wildcats on net, 7 for the Brown Bears, and the Wildcats also have 2 of those that got by the goaltender. So 8-7 in the shot category going to UNH.
And the Wildcats, a face-off in the Brown zone. This one is won by the Bears, and skating out from behind his own net is Ferrario. Near side Stillwell, and he's tried to send one for Bird, and it goes as an icing, as he couldn't make the connection. So another face-off to our right. The Cats have had some good success generating opportunities in the Brown zone. Don't forget, you can come right back to the Whittemore Center. It's all Hockey East play following tonight's game, and it's Blue Out BU. The Wildcats against the Boston University Terriers next Friday, a 7 o'clock game here at the Whit. Tickets on sale now, UNHWildcats.com. And the Terriers are dogs, and that means, Pete, $1 dog night, $1 hot dogs for that game next Friday. UNHWildcats.com.
Yeah, Jim Roble, he'll be excited about that.
It'll be crazy. Bodwin near side. Hustles a pass across the way to Ferrario, and Brown comes out of the zone. Who's not excited by $1 hot dogs? Bodwin skates in right wing of the Wildcat zone. Goes behind the net, looking in front, but nothing but Wildcats there. It's broken up, and Gildon will flip it off the near side wall. Nazarian on the forecheck takes it away from Shu in the Brown zone. Shu is assisted by McCardle, and Brown will come out. Tyler Bird, alternate captain, into the Wildcat zone left wing. Hits the brakes at the hash marks, leaves it for Bodwin. The Granite Stadium, back to Bird. He shoots one high over the crossbar, clangs off the glass, and it's onto the stick of Lafferty, right wing boards. Nazarian on the back check, takes it back for UNH. Gets it out to Iserman, broken up at center ice. Bears look to come back in, but not organized, so the Cats the other way take advantage. Vela comes in, gives it left side. Iserman, who whistles one into the glove of Nieto.
Yeah, Iserman wanted to pick that far corner there. Marcus Vela barreling right down on the crease area. Wildcats already scored on that one rebound by Liam Blackburn. That Nieto, he doesn't give this one up, though, to Marcus Vela.
Face off to Nieto's right. Gottlieb gets to it far corner. Banks it off the boards to center ice. Coming on is the Brown offense into the right wing corner, Jatari. Tries a wrist shot from the left point. That goes wide on the stick side. And off the boards, the Wildcats in transition. Van Riemsdyk will chip it out of the reach of Jatari behind the net. Cats get to it. It's Miller. Goal line extended right. Backhands to Chanter at the point. Throws it across to Boyd. Boyd looking in front. Caught a piece of the Brown player who's down. And that's not Marchand. I think it's Tim Lappin who's down. Yeah, yep. Lappin's right back up. Chanter from the near side boards put one in front. And now coming towards the bench gingerly is Lappin. And he will get to that Brown bench as play continues. Bears send it to the Wildcat end. Chanter leaves it for Boyd, far side D. Lead pass McNicholas at center ice. McNicholas with some speed enters the zone right wing. Gets to the bottom of the right circle, looks to reverse direction, still stick handles. Works at the marks at the point, puts one in front, stick save made. Over to the far left side, McAdams behind the net, Salvaggio. He's tied up. Can't break free of the back check of Berger. Ferrario is tracking McAdams, who gets taken down to the ice. puck's loose, goal line right. Brown will come out with it. Just out of the reach of Gildon. This leads to a potential 3-on-1. Stillwell across the way, shot. Tirone sprawls out to get a piece of it. 3-on-1 developed, but really not a great look from Sam Lafferty, who was in the middle of that off the pass from Stillwell. Still 2-0 Wildcats, 6:50 to go, first period. Salvaggio, a steal in the neutral zone. Here he comes, left wing side. Fakes a slapper, maintains possession, wraps around, plays it in front, and there's McAdams with a goal! Great work by Salvaggio, setting up McAdams, and it's 3-0 Wildcats with 6:41 left in the first.
Senior smartness right there by Jason Salvaggio. A little fake of the shot, the defense goes down, and Jason takes it all the way around behind the net, puts it right on the forehand of Eric McAdams, who smartly lifts it with Nieto going down to the ice. Boy, that's just a great play there. You know, you can waste that opportunity with a little cross-ice pass as the defenseman goes down to the ice. And, well, we've talked a little bit about how you can go against those plays there when the defense goes down. Toe drag is one. There we just saw another great one.
And the Wildcats looking for more. Sato in front, shot, save. He gets thrown down, and the save is held onto by Nieto. But that play by Salvaggio, the senior smarts, as Pete described it, a scrappy play, brought to you by Direct Capital, a division of CIT Bank, where being scrappy is a core principle. Direct Capital, making small business lending remarkable, and a proud employer of UNH alumni. Learn more, directcapital.com/UNH. Off the face-off, left point, Dawson sends one in. That gets deflected into the near corner. Sheffilou's there against Shu. Kelleher pressing in right side. Mass as well near boards. Bodwin tries desperately and finally succeeds in clearing it out of the zone. And this will go as an icing call. But what a start here to 2018 for the Wildcats. Mass, Blackburn, and then McAdams with goals to make it 3-0.
Yeah, I can't say much enough about that setup by Jason Salvaggio. To just be so smart and hold on to that puck, take it around the back of the net. The timing by Eric McAdams to head right towards the net at the perfect angle, be able to receive it on his forehand side. That was so key in the finishing part of that.
6 minutes remaining in the first period. Brown in need of a goal coming out of their own zone. It's Corcoran, right side, hits the brakes. He's open, still in the slot, drops it down low. Tirone a little bit out of position, but Brown players crashing to his left, but no one could put the puck on net. And as the Cats try to clear it, they instead lift over the glass. 5:44 left in the first. 3-0 Wildcats. You're listening to Wildcat Hockey from Learfield. To jinx because it's a good category for the Wildcats, but we said it was 3-0 and nobody had multiple points. They've since added 2 secondary assists from Michael McNicholas on the Mass goal and then the McAdams goal.
Yeah, well, I had the Mass goal, so that second one to McAdams there. Good for him. So he's now a multiple point scorer. Good for Michael.
See if he has more in store. Here's Corcoran at center zone. Corcoran into the Wildcat zone left wing. Hits the brakes. Now puts it back into drive to the left circle. Leaves it back for Bodwin. Bodwin walks in. Shot was probably going wide, but Tirone still snagged it with a glove hand right.
Yeah, we'll see if they give him a save on that play. It did look like it was going well wide. But even if they don't, Danny Tirone with, well, they do. 10 saves now in this first period here tonight. As we know, we're keeping an eye on that number.
Face off to Danny's right. Vela and Bodwin. Bodwin wins the draw. Left point, Stillwell. 4-on-4 hockey here, and you hear Bell Biv DeVoe say 1 minute left in the first. Bodwin cross-ice pass. Boyd got his stick on it, and Brown will bring it back to center. Stillwell from his own line, left wing. Looking for Bodwin. Bodwin just skates back towards his own side. Bodwin into the zone. Gives it to Corcoran, right wing. High slot Stillwell. Stick checked by Yzerman. Ends up on the right wing boards. Controlled by Nick McNicholas in the slot of his own zone. Back to Marks, long outlet, Boyd left side with 25 seconds to go in the first. He sent it in, and the weird Karam had it in the high slot, but there were no Wildcats looking for the follow-up. Yzerman slows it down at center, and he gets knocked down by Lafferty. Boyd will track it down along the far boards. He lost it, though. Opportunity for Brown in front. A shot by Lafferty. Tirone closes the pads and protects the 5-hole. And there's yet another stop by the senior netminder with only 7.4 seconds remaining before the first intermission. Nearly disaster. Yeah,
a little sloppy there by the defenseman Richard Boyd. He had a teammate up the boards right in front of the Wildcat bench, and could have just fired out a backhander right there and gone down the other way, but instead took his eye off it a little bit. Turned into be a good bid for Brown.
Wildcats win the face-off in their own zone and will just put it against the far boards as the horn sounds, ending a very good first period for the Wildcats. 3 goals by 3 different goal scorers. Benton Mass his second, Liam Blackburn his 5th, and Eric McAdams his 4th of the year. So 2 freshmen and a sophomore give the Wildcats a 3-0 lead. You're listening to Wildcat Hockey from Learfield. can't lie, it wouldn't be bad. But right now, it's a pretty good spot to be. Durham, New Hampshire, a 3-0 Wildcat lead. Brown going from left to right here in the middle period. And it's Lafferty entering the Wildcat zone left side. He goes right in front of Tironi, and he slips and falls on this fresh sheet of ice. Out to Marchand, right point. His wrist shot blocked by Vela. Recollected by Jatari. Throws one right on through diagonally to the right of Tironi. And the rebound brings it back to center ice. We're 4-on-4 for 5 more seconds. Jatari plays it deep in his own zone for Stillwell. And teams are now both at full strength. Brown controls in the UNH end. Mass, who had the first goal, able to slow down Lafferty. And it's poke check to center ice by Aaron Nazarian. Nazarian, good speed, right wing boards. He gets to it. Hits the brakes at the goal line extended. Has it deep. Wraparound attempt out in front. Puck trickled through the blue paint. Vela gets to it. Shovels it back to the point. Richard Boyd, left side. They'll play it behind the net. Ferrario against Nazarian, who blew a tire. Van Riemsdyk to it. Chips it into the corner. Back to Van Riemsdyk. Stick from behind the net. Out to the left side. Here's Boyd, a slapper. That clangs off the boards on the end wall, and it's back out to center ice. Bird trying to duck in behind Chanter. Chanter goes to one knee, but still battles and keeps it alive at center. Over to Miller, who plays it back to Boyd in the Wildcat zone. Chanter center ice, good lead pass. Blackburn on the right side. Blackburn to the circle. He waits, he shoots, and he scores! Liam Blackburn, great precision from the right circle, has his second goal of the game, and it's 4-0 UNH.
Well, it certainly is one of the best players in this lineup to get him going here in 2018. He just picks it cleanly up over the shoulder, the right shoulder of Nieto from the right face-off circle. And now Liam Blackburn, he's a left-handed shot, so he's coming off the off wing, and he just fires it home. And we're going to have a goaltending change. We're going to see Luke Cania, freshman from Chicago, Illinois. He's going to take the nets here for Brown, as Gavin Nieto has given up 4 goals in 21 minutes and 42 seconds here tonight.
Now 1:42 the time of that goal. Blackburn matching his career high with a 2-goal effort. He had 2 goals against UMass Lowell October 7th. That's the 3rd time he's done it in his career. Wildcats control the puck in the Brown end. Goes over the stick of Miller behind the net to the near side corner. Bears a little bit shell-shocked. They got shut out by Providence 5-0 earlier in the week, and now have to dig out of a 4-0 deficit at the Witt. Wildcats, of course, looking for more. Puck in the UNH defensive zone. Cardle just inside the line right. Dumps it towards the corner in the half wall. Coming back, it's Van Riemsdyk with the takeaway. And as the Bears did not possess in the Wildcat zone for long, it's sent back in by Brink. Gildon near side, outlet pass, stretches to Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk banks it ahead for McAdams, left wing in the Brown zone. McAdams behind the net, takes a check from Shue. It's loose in the right circle, takeaway, Salvaggio shoots just wide. McAdams a rebound looking in front for McNicholas. It's broken up by Brink over to Shue.
Now the Wildcats are making some extraordinary touches of the puck. They're receiving the puck so well, and they're reading the play. That reading of the play by Jason Salvaggio was unbelievable, giving him his own grade A setup.
At center ice, Jatari banks off the near side boards and finds Meir. Meir skates in right side, looking in front for Weberg. It's behind him, gets to the left point. Stillwell shot, blocked down by McNicholas. McNicholas, who already has a couple more assists tonight, came in as the team leader with 12. He's up to 14 now as he helped on Mass's goal and McAdams' talent. 16.5 to go, second period, 4-0 Wildcats. Brown out of its own end on the far side. It's lifted off the boards. Lafferty has it. Skates into the Wildcat end. Look to backhand in front. Broken up nicely by Kelleher, and Charlie will skate out. Over to the left side, Sato. Sato with speed into the zone. Sato behind the Brown net. Moves out to the right wing side. Chanter joins in, dumps it behind the net. Bounces over Sheffilu's stick. So it's Boyd pinching in along the half wall. Kelleher looking for a feed to Sheffilu, but there were 2 Brown defensive players who break it up. Sato on the right boards, chips it closer to the net, ends up in the left circle. Sheffilu reverses direction back to Boyd. Slap shot, that was blocked and then collected. It's out to center ice, Lafferty. Lafferty gains the zone. Center point. Leaves it back for Berger, who overskates it. And Berger back to his own blue line will work it over to Ferrario. Lafferty plays it into the right wing corner of the UNH zone. Boyd after it near side. Ahead to Sheffalou, across into the center zone. Sheffalou skating left. Works it to the left corner of the zone offensively. Bouncing puck near the glass. Yzerman keeps in left side to Sheffalou, looking in front. Tried to throw across, but sliding and knocking it behind the net was Gottlieb. Yzerman to the right wing boards. Being tracked by Corcoran. Back to Marks, near point left, it's Gildon. Gildon plays it behind the net. Nazarian is over there along with Yzerman. Puck is just in front of Kenya, the new netminder, Luke Kenya. And it ends up in the seats in the clearing attempt by the Brown Bears, so a stoppage. 14:49 left here in the second, and UNH has a 4-0 lead.
It's just been a good, solid effort here so far by the Wildcats. We've only played 25 minutes and 11 seconds, but all aspects of the game much improved over last weekend, playing a couple of other ECAC foes. Bid by Nazarian right off the face-off.
Mid-slot, missed it wide on the glove side. Far post. Gildon, near defensive circle to Marks. Marks uses the far wall to move it for Vela. He'll let it go through. Hit the referee's skate in the right wing corner. Bears using the end wall to play it to the near side. Gildon keeps in. Look to shoot one in front. Got a piece of a Brown skater. And the other way come the Bears into the Wildcat zone. Now they spread out on the right side. Corcoran at the right point. Sends one in front. Tironi in trouble there as Bird is around. But Marks able to shove Bird aside. And the puck comes to the near side. Tironi's in his crease and someone's on his back. That was McCardle, who was quickly out. The puck ends up on the stick of Bird in the right circle, but Vela with quick stick work checks it away. Marks to Yzerman. Yzerman does enough to get it out to the neutral zone. 4-0 Wildcat lead, 13:50 to go here in the middle period. Here comes Lapp into the Wildcat zone right. Skates behind the net, curls out to the left wing, still possesses, all the way back to the blue line, and he loses the handle. Gildon the takeaway over by the penalty box. Plays it deeper in his own zone, looking for Vela, but Lappin steps in and takes it away. Lappin goes behind Tironi, wrap around near side, save, rebound save on McCardle's follow-up. Right wing, it's Abel at the hash marks. Plays it down deep. Marks going after the loose puck in a battle against Brink. Near side wall, Van Riemsdyk backhands it to center, finds Miller. Miller to Vela, and Vela at the end of a shift dumps it to the far corner. Abel plays it behind his own net, forcing Meir to go get it, near side boards. Meir will lift it to the neutral zone. Dawson there for the Wildcats from the red line. Goes rink wide, hits Mass. Mass crosses the red line and then spins one in. Center ice. Meir looking to come across the Wildcat line right wing. Dawson slows him down, but joining the play and moving in for a shot and a quick snapper of that was Trey Dodd. That was broken up. And the puck gets sent down the ice for an icing call. 12:40 to go in the second. 4-0 Wildcats. This is Wildcat hockey from Learfield.
Looks like our live stats are down.
Dawson sends in, Stillwell the takeaway, and the Bears will come out with it. Stretch pass finds Lafferty, entering the Wildcat zone right. Gives to the trailer Berger. Berger looking in front, but it goes over the top of the on-rushing Marchant. Puck at center ice. Look at the speed of Salvaggio there. Gets around one Brown player, but then can't get around the second. That's Lafferty. Lafferty goes diagonally left into the zone. Back for Gottlieb, high slot. Hits off his skate, and Salvaggio has the takeaway. In transition, right side, Salvaggio hits the pipe of that right upright. Salvaggio gets back to it, left corner, behind the net for McNicholas. Chases after it, far right wall, and it's out to center ice, but that's where it's controlled by Chanter. Boyd to McAdams, who already has a goal today. McAdams enters left side, looking to go between two Bear defenders unsuccessful. Back out to the neutral zone. Lafferty gives it ahead for Corcoran. Skates into the near corner. McNicholas the takeaway. Banks it off the end wall to Chanter. Chanter gives it right side, and then McAdams goes opposite corner on the dump-in. Salvaggio chases near side. McNicholas pinching in along the half wall, but Bird has the takeaway. Kelleher, though, good work to dispossess him right near the UNH line. McNicholas at the mid-ice logo passes behind Gildon. So it's loose at center, and then we get a whistle behind the play. And what's the call?
Yeah, Koisaho slapped the stick out of the hands of Brent Bodwin, and so Koi's going to sit down for slashing.
So the Caps go in the shorthand for the first time, and it comes at 9:06 of the second period. UNH 4, Brown nothing. 2 goals for Liam Blackburn. Benton Mass, Eric McAdams have also tallied for the Wildcats.
Well, if Brown is going to start leaking themselves back into this game, they need to score on a man advantage. This is their first power play of the evening. The Wildcats with their #3 penalty kill in the country out there right now.
Didn't have a great weekend at Dartmouth as part of the Ledyard Classic, so we'll see if the PK can get back to form. Abel from the right point to Stillwell, center point. Left side Corcoran, Bodwin. Back to Stillwell, near side Abel, waits for it to hit off the half boards. Plays it deep for Bird behind the Wildcat net. On the left wing, Corcoran, Stillwell, high slot. Abel on the right wing handles the puck. Back to Stillwell. Left side, Corcoran, cross ice intended for Abel. Getting a piece of it, though, was Mass. Abel has to come to the near side wall to get it. Snap back to the point, Stillwell. Wrist shot, deflected wide, hits off the glass. Marks gives chase. Now it's Mass near side. And Mass has an opening and just sends it all the way down the big sheet here at the Witt.
Yeah, you got to get it all the way down with the second period long change, and those guys were out there for quite a bit. Now, fresh set of penalty killer legs.
Liam Corcoran into the zone again, looking across the way. Taroni, though, able to get a stick on it, or rather his glove on it, before the stick of an on-rushing Brown player could get there. So we get a stoppage as the net was knocked off its pegs with 59 seconds remaining on the Sato penalty and 9:53 left in the middle period.
And we got our live stats going once again. That's 15 saves by Danny Taroni. 3 more to tie, 4 to break the record by Kevin Regan.
We now, because of the live stat return, get the Liam Blackburn goal at 1:42, assist to Chanter and Boyd. So 2 defensemen getting points in that play. Jatari, right side march and plays it in front. Kick save, Taroni. There's another one, and the Cats clear it.
Yeah, that was a cool, smooth save there on the right kick-out pad. Not too much on the blast by the Brown player, but Danny was sure to it and kicked it right out there, put it right on the stick of his teammate who cleared it down ice.
All right, Marchand plays it off the far left boards in the Wildcat zone, but quickly slapped out by Kelleher. Berger from just outside the Wildcat zone right, wraps it behind the net. Plays out to the left wing side, Gottlieb has it. Near side, Jatari, top of the right circle. Looking for Gottlieb, connection not made. Gottlieb was all by himself in the high slot too. Down to 10 seconds remaining on this Bears power play. And they had the puck at center ice. Gottlieb skates in right, into the corner. Boyd tracks him. Chanter plays it far side, Kelleher. Sato's out of the box, and the Wildcats back at full strength. Just into the game and getting tripped up with Sheffalou in the Brown zone as it's pitchforked out to the Wildcat end. 8:40 to go in the second, 4-0 Wildcats. First home game of 2018, it's been a good one. Cats are right back home Friday night against Boston University. Sharp angle shot right side, save is made by Kania, and we'll get a stoppage. 8:29 to play in the second, UNH 4 and Brown nothing. This is Wildcat hockey from Learfield. On our stat sheet, the line charts that give out has the Wildcats' top 5 goal scorers coming into play. And here it is, a 4-0 lead, 8:29 left. And wouldn't you know, Pete, showing some good depth, none of the top 5 have scored goals so far in this game.
Yeah, it's been Liam Blackburn with his pair, Benton Mass getting the opening goal for the Wildcats, and Eric McAdams, who now has 4 goals on his freshman campaign. Yeah, it's pretty interesting that McNicholas, Van Riemsdyk, Salvazio, Nazarian, and Gildon haven't notched one yet, but they certainly have been involved in some excellent action and some assist action as well.
Nice turnout tonight. A lot of families here. The annual spaghetti supper took place at the Hamel Recreation Center before the game and leads to a real festive atmosphere inside the Whittemore Center tonight. Brown needing not much festivity for them as they are being blanked 4-0. They've already pulled their starting goaltender Gavin Nieto and brought in Luke Kenya. And they're trying to prevent Danny Tironi from setting the Wildcats' all-time save record. They failed on a power play a few moments ago, and now at center ice, the Wildcats control again. It's gloved down by McCardle in his own zone to fend off a potential McNicholas rush. Good game for McNicholas, who has 2 assists so far. Brown the other way. It's Lappin skating in left wing. Into the corner, slowed down by Marks. Center zone, turning and firing a shot that caught a piece of Tironi's blocker was Alex Brink. McCardle, right circle shot, Tironi. Save, rebound goes behind the net as from the near side, looking to put it home was Lappin as he tried to get it on his forehand. He could not direct it on Tironi.
Now some good setups there by Brown, and the good setup to Alex Brink right in the mid-slot area, but Danny Tironi coming up big.
Corcoran goes across the ice for it, too far for Shue, and it's at center ice. And that's where Stillwell is on it. There's a shot from the right side. Corcoran, that's deflected out of play. And the record has been set, Pete Webster.
Okay, yeah, he has 20 saves here, just updated. A standing ovation after John DeVoe's public address announcement announcing Danny Tironi as the all-time saves leader. And Danny, in true class form, stands in the crease, raises his stick to the entire audience. Each of his teammates on the ice came over to congratulate him before the face-off to his right. Great moment here tonight in Durham. Excellent moment, and he might have said to those guys, hey guys, let's stop giving up shots.
I've got the record, guys.
Maybe 20 in the third period would be okay, but not here in the second period.
All right, puck in the UNH zone again, and Tironi backing up inadvertently knocked the net off its moorings, and took a moment for the officials to notice that. And we get the stoppage. 6:44 left in the second. Record is done, and the lead is controlled by the Cats. It's 4-0, and you're watching Wildcat hockey from Learfield.
YouTube.
Face-off will be just outside the UNH line. Jatari controls for Brown. Plays it deeper in his own end for Stillwell. Back to Jatari from the center ice. He puts one on net. Tironi makes the save. Figured nothing else has worked for Brown. Why not try one from midway? On the near boards, it's Matt Dawson. Dawson will skate out of the Wildcat zone and head for Kelleher. Kelleher gains the line. Sato looked to return for Dawson, but getting a stick on it was Marchand, so it's back to the neutral zone. Cats recollect. Sheffalou skating in right side, along with Kelleher. Corner right, Sato skates to the half wall, gives to Sheffalou, right circle shot, blocked down by Marchand, and it's back to the center zone.
Yeah, good setup in the grade A area. The Wildcats just had too many Brown legs in the way.
Stillwell in front of the Wildcat bench, hit check on Sheffalou. Bouncing puck comes across the New Hampshire line, but no control for Brown. Sato chips it beyond Jatari's reach. Near corner left, Sheffalou gives chase on the forward check, but Stillwell has the steal. And at center ice, Berger lost the edge. Puck still controlled by Brown. Coming in was Weberg, freshman fourth line center. Now Mir back for Weberg, couldn't control bottom of the right circle. Gottlieb joins the play left wing. Chanter paced him against the glass. Blackburn, who has 2 goals on the night, going after the loose puck in the corner. Mir has it, but can't peel it off the wall thanks to Blackburn and Chanter. Comes behind the net for Boyd. Boyd was looking for Chanter. Chanter goes down. Blackburn gets to it far boards, but Brown has 2 forecheckers there. The Cats on their heels a bit, but staying in control. It's Blackburn to the neutral zone, Van Riemsdyk. Right side, Kelleher trying to return pass to Van Riemsdyk. Comes instead to Boyd, left wing. Behind the net, there's a pass in front for Miller. Great blind look from Van Riemsdyk, but Miller can't beat Canyon. It stays 4-0, 4:45 and counting, second period. Puck in the Wildcat D zone along the far boards. Gildon has it along the kick plate behind Tironi, who has 21 saves in this one. So good night for Daniel. I'm sure they kept that puck for him. All-time saves leader. Miller skates in right side. Quick shot, save, Canyon. Rebound to Brink. Danny Tironi has another big game coming up next Friday night. Knock on wood, if he gets the nod, he'd be the all-time games played leader. He'll pass Kevin Regan for that honor in net. And the Wildcats back to Hockey East play when Boston University's in, so blue out BU. Make sure you wear blue next Friday night. Tickets available at UNHWildcats.com or 603-862-4000. Salvaggio taken out in the near corner by McCardle. Puck goes to the far right corner. Cats in the attack zone, out to the point. Sato over to Dawson. Dawson shoots, save made. Canyon lost sight of the puck after he hit it. Looks like they hit the handle of his stick. The other way, the Bears. Into the zone, left wing, Abel. Slams on the brakes and then backhands it deep. Brink going after a loose puck behind the Wildcat net. Look to the point, but no one there. Goes beyond Stillwell's reach. Canyon will go far out of his own crease to move it to the near side, Jatari.
That's happened a number of times here tonight by Brown. A back pass to their defense, and either they haven't been there or the puck hopped off of their stick, or they've just totally missed it.
Mass goes D to D from right to left. Dawson. Dawson along the near boards, chips it into the Brown zone. 3 minutes remaining in the second. Wildcats have been in command from the outset. They lead 4-0. Puck is behind Tironi. Bird gets to it though. Bird to the far post, turns, shoots on the far side, hit the side of the net. Bears have it back from the right side. Jatari shot, that got deflected and redirected to the far corner. Nazarian chips it to center. Corcoran gloves it down, pushes it back to the Wildcat end, but Brown had already peeled back. Stretch pass, Mass finds Yzerman across the line. Yzerman's forehand blocked by Jatari. And out comes Brown along the left wing side with some speed as Brink. Brink looking for the cross ice pass, broken up. And now Vela skates out, centers to Yzerman. Yzerman to the Brown zone, back to Boyd. Boyd shoots, and that one's blocked by Ferrario. Mir from the near boards, backhands to center ice. Chanter gets there first and throws it right into the belly of Yzerman, who was offside. As Shane was trying to get back in, he basically caught the puck. Whistle, 2:07 left.
For the most part, the Wildcats stepping up out at center ice, making the good touch of the puck. Only a couple of times have they've misplayed that to allow Brown to come down on their own end, but I like that play, step up there and just try to make the next play there on the one time without any of that cradling of the puck.
I'm enjoying the new digital 50-50. You might be able to hear at home as the pot gets higher and higher. At last check, it was up to $750, and you can still buy your tickets and keep an eye on the video board as someone's going to take home a pretty good pot tonight.
Not going to be me.
No, you and I, we have enough riches between us.
I didn't buy a ticket tonight.
Still time. Put your headset down, run over to 120. We'll be back by the time the Bud Light intermission show gets here. All right, Lafferty in the near circle, skates behind his own net, trying to get around to Kelleher forecheck. Unsuccessful, so he's forced to back it up. Gottlieb behind his own goal. Breakout pass from Marchand. And he'll whip it near side, Lafferty. Lafferty skates in front of his own bench, but he's taken out by a Sato check. Chancer behind the net, far side, Kelleher. Gottlieb holds it in left, but it's broken up by Kelleher, and here comes Kohei Sato. Sato sends one in that sails over the crossbar and hits the glass. Kelleher takes a check on the far boards. Cats are going to be offside with 1:19 left in this middle frame, 4-0. UNH advantage, looking for their 10th win of the year, and they would end a 4-game losing streak. The Wildcats' last victory, hard to believe, you have to go back to December 6th at Rensselaer a month ago today. That was a 6-3 triumph.
Yeah, there's a couple of lost weekends there by the Wildcats. One here at the Whittemore Center, and then last weekend they're up at the Legend Classic.
Plus the holiday break in there. Gildon near goal line. Outlet to Blackburn, who scored twice in this one. Final minute of the second. Brown controls in its own end. Pete will update you on scoring changes. Another assist added to Chris Miller. A lot of points for the Wildcats. Here's Abel from the right side. His shot hit a stick, deflects wide off the near or far glass. And here comes Miller the other way. Miller, a quick wrister just wide of Kenya. But Brown, it's been a long time since they've scored a goal. They got shut out by Providence 5-0 just 3 days ago. So they haven't scored yet in 2018, but outscored 9-0. The final 20 seconds of the second period. Lappin comes into the Wildcat zone right wing. Wrist shot gloved down by Taroni. Left a loose rebound there, but there were no Bears to take advantage. Corcoran, right half wall. Take away for Salvaggio. He'll chip it out to center ice. Nope, it's taken back by Corcoran. Maybe a late bid for Brown, but Corcoran loses it to McNicholas, and he'll backhand it out to center ice. 2 periods in the books, and they've been very, very good for the UNH Wildcats. After 2, it's New Hampshire 4 and Brown 0. You're listening to Wildcat Hockey from Learfield.
That was his AHL team. I'm not sure was that a training camp there for the Olympic team, but just the embrace between he and his dad. We see his dad here all the time. A great fan of Bobby Butler was his dad.
Third period is underway. It's the Milwaukee Admirals, I believe, the team that tweeted that great video out that went viral. I mean, all over the country as everyone's excited for the Olympic Games. A lot of former Wildcat athletes in different sports. Here's Stillwell trying a shot from the high slot. Puck lifted up to center ice. Aaron Nazarian racing Pat Lafferty to get to it. Nazarian plays it in front. He's got Yzerman there trying to backhand it. It bounces over the top of the netminder Kenya, basically over the crease. The other way, Corcoran skates left side. He gets twisted around by Boyd, and Boyd will be called for this one. 55 seconds into the third. The Bears will go on a power play.
Boy, is it getting to the point where every time Aaron Nazarian steps on the ice, something exciting happens? He just has the speed and the touch of the puck to put it into a spot where he's the only one that can get it, and he makes something happen. Boy, he's an exciting player. Coming down the other end, it was a little sandwich between Richard Boyd and Dylan Chanter, and Richard Boyd too much with his stick, twisting up the Brown player, so Richard will go sit down for a couple minutes.
And to your point a moment ago, Nazarian's play has been noticed by the coaching staff. That line, Nazarian, Vela, Yzerman moved up to the top line, and they had the start in today's game. Brown on the power play, looking to get on the board. A shot from the right side. Chanter dives down to block the bid. That bid came from the right side by Nolan Abel. The Cats will skate out. Blackburn already 2 goals in this one. Comes across right side. Held it for a moment, then tried to fire it in, tipped off a stick, and sailed into the netting.
That's interesting. The number 3 penalty kill unit in the country is UNH. They come into tonight, their penalty kill 74 out of 83 for 89.2%. That's gone up just a tick. But the Wildcats don't have any shorthanded goals. They've been taking care of the home front in front of their goaltender, more importantly than trying to get those breakaways and those opportunities to score. Well, it'd be nice to get one of those shorties here or there, but the Wildcats have none this year. They've been outstanding on the penalty kill.
Corcoran comes into the Wildcats' own right wing. Behind the goal, Bird plays it out to the left point, Stillwell. He veers to the center point, deals it to Abel left wing. Back over to Stillwell. We'll try the right side, Corcoran. Near the boards, Vela tried to take it away. Instead, Corcoran still stick handles. Stillwell right point just inside the line. Curling back towards the middle. Played down low. Cross ice comes to the left wing. Held there by Abel. Back out to Stillwell. Abel left wing. Stillwell. 2-man game. It's Abel left side. Stillwell center point. Works it on the right side. Moving over to the slot. Corcoran shoots and right into the breadbasket of Tironi. He'll hang on for a faceoff.
Well, in the midst of this sequence, Nolan Abel looked like he was trying to sneak in the back door there. He just wasn't quick enough to get to the spot as the pass. Here's the save that we get to see by Danny Tironi off the stick of Corcoran. But Abel just not enough, not at the right angle and not quick enough to the spot. He could have easily buried that if he was there.
Still 40 seconds remaining on the power play for the Bears. Lafferty left hash marks over to Gottlieb. Couldn't handle it. Comes out of the zone. And this will force the retreat. Jatari in his own end. Far side D. Picks up some speed as he comes across the neutral zone. Enters right wing. Sharp angle shot goes all the way through to the near boards. Off to Karam. It's Gottlieb collecting. Back to Jatari. Gottlieb center point shot. Got blocked in front of Tironi. In deep. Comes out to the point off Lafferty's stick. Over to Jatari. Right circle, Berger turns, fires. Too much traffic in front of Tironi. Bouncing puck, right wing boards. Final seconds ticking off. Van Riemsdyk doing a good job to force it to center ice. Out of the box, Boyd got a stick on it when he went from the box to the bench. Cats kill off the penalty, but here comes Marchand, left side shot, and he scores! Moments after the power play elapses, Brown scores. Anyway, Tommy Marchand from the left circle, and it's a 4-1 game at the 3:06 mark of the third.
I just think that's a kind of an effect of just having so many pucks come at you different ways there. Danny goes down on the butterfly and tries to get the blocker on, and he just barely misses it. That shot coming just from inside that left wing face-off circle. And a good goal by Brown. They now make this a 3-goal deficit.
Well, Brown last year really roared back. They were down 6-1 on their home ice at the Mayan Auditorium, and it was a 7-4 final. So I'm sure that's something that Coach Humillier was reminding his charges not to let up here in the third. Sheffalou along the right wing boards, looking to cycle it for Kelleher. Broken up, and Brown breaks out. On the far side, it's Lappin into the Wildcat end, joined by Shu. Gildon will get to it, able to clear off the far wall. Brink at center ice. Tries to quickly fire it onto the stick of Abel at the Wildcat line, but Gildon gets back, using the end boards to give it to Marks, who works it across to the far side. Gildon again. Good headman feed. Sheffalou. Sheffalou head towards the net left side, looking to center for Kelleher. Sheffalou lost his stick. He looks to the referee on the near side saying, where's the whistle he wanted to call? Weberg the other way. Puts it in front of Tirone. Coming through was Meir, but he is all twisted up and couldn't get a stick on it. End-to-end action as Vela comes from our left to right. Sheffalou's stick is still behind the goal line and behind the Brown net. Nazarian came in left side, and the puck just did miss his stick in the circle. Mass gets to it. Benton has one of the 4 Wildcat goals today. It's Dawson right side, backhands in front. Vela took a slap at it as it was in midair, couldn't chop it down. Dawson and Vela continue on the forecheck on the left side. Trying to steer out of trouble is Dodd, and he does put it out to center ice, out of the reach of Dawson.
Well, Matt Dawson showing no fear to get up into the attack and get in tight on the Brown goal. Almost had himself a put away.
Dawson, the junior, seeing his action in the 3rd game of the season as Anthony Wise is out with the flu today. We wish the best for Anthony and a speedy recovery. Stick check by Mass, breaks up a Brown rush at the Wildcat line, but back to it, Jatari carries in left behind the Wildcat net, looking in front as Bodwin was there, but it gets redirected out to the right wing boards. A shot that came in, got blocked down before it could get to Tirone. That was wristed in by Ferrario, and it's out to center. Nazarian, just below us, comes into the Brown end along the right wing boards. Hits the brakes, reverses direction. Chanter fans on a one-time bid. It trickles to the left corner. Salvaggio is on it. Salvaggio has it taken off his stick, but McNicholas chips it to the corner. Salvaggio again. The 2 seniors on the cycle, along with McAdams, the freshman. McAdams wrap around left side, hit off a Brown player, ended up in the crease, but the Cats can't put it home. McAdams has one of the Wildcat goals as well. Blackburn has 2. Mass 1. The other way, here's a shot and a save by Tirone as Bodwin came in from the right wing side and tried to wrist her from the high slot. 14:05 to go in the 3rd. 4-1 UNH. This is Wildcat hockey from Learfield.
of his skates to make something happen. Frankie Sheffalo out there and Koi Sato. All that speed those guys have.
Might have heard the collective gasp with the Wildcat center faithful. Shoe skates at center. He takes a hit from McAdams. And the crowd appreciates that retaliation. Here's McNicholas the other way. Skates in left wing. Back to Salvaggio. One-timer save. That slapper hit the left pad of Kenya and a rush the other way. 3-on-2. Abel, left wing. Back to Corcoran. Abel again along the half wall. Curls towards the middle. And we're going to have a whistle as somebody from Brown ended up right in Tarone's lap.
Yeah, I'm not sure he can actually be there, so this could be a penalty on Brown. And the Wildcats with a man advantage here at a critical spot. 9:22 left to play in the third.
It's Tim Lappin who scored the most recent goal, who's slow to get up in the Wildcat crease. We'll take a timeout. 9:22 left here in the third period at the Wick. UNH 4, Brown 2. This is Wildcat hockey from Learfield.
And
No penalty.
At Wildcat Stadium. And we hope to see you this Tuesday night, 7 o'clock at Red Hook Brewery in Portsmouth as the UNH Coaches Show is back on the air. If you can't join us live, listen here, but we'll have Mike Souza, Men's Hockey Associate Head Coach, a member of the Wildcats, plus Women's Hockey Coach Hillary Witt and a member of her team at 7 to 8 Tuesday night, the UNH Coaches Show. And good luck to the Wildcat Women's Hockey team. They skate here tomorrow at 2 against Boston College. 4-2 UNH here, 9:19 left in the third. Well,
no player in the penalty box for Brown. They just blew the whistle for running into Danny Tironi. I'm not sure why, no infraction there, so we're going to keep going 5-on-5.
We'll see if the stoppage will stem some of the flow of this Brown momentum. They've scored back-to-back goals in the third to turn a laugher into a contest. Under 9 to play. Far corner defense, Marks chips it up the wall. Good job by Van Riemsdyk to wrap up a Brown skater. That was Jatari. Miller at center ice just overskates the puck as he couldn't take it away from Bodwin. Bodwin pass near side Corcoran across the line in the Wildcat zone left wing. Stillwell joins the play, but there's Miller pushing it back to the neutral zone. Jatari's on it, taken down by Van Riemsdyk. Puck is in the zone, no one on it though, and it's out to center ice again. Vela chips it forward, bidding for Miller. Instead, Stillwell near side. Ahead to Marchand. Marchand dives for it, but Vela is quicker. Pushes it near the Brown bench, and we get a whistle as it comes in offside against the Wildcats with 8:20 left here in the third period.
Well, the Wildcats trying to play it a little safely here, but they're giving up an awful lot of puck possession time, and Brown is taking advantage of that and pulling things forward. They've got the jump in their step, and the Wildcats are kind of playing their areas, playing their zones.
All right, Benton Mass on the far side. Can't get out of his own zone. It's taken away by Marchand. Marchand looking to move in front. He's taken down. A shot goes just wide of the far post as there was a big tangle there between Marchand and Dawson, and a whistle ensues.
Well, this time we are going to get a penalty. This one on Tommy Marchand, one of the goal scorers here tonight. As you see him pull down Dawson and then try to bury his head into the ice. They're both going to go. Sorry, fans.
You used the word earlier about Matt Dawson, fearless.
Oh, yeah, fearless, yeah. Yeah, the young man sees an opportunity. It's his first time in the lineup playing defense. His 2 previous games this year, he played forward.
And here, let me give you the measurements. Dawson's 5'10", 170.
Yeah.
Marchand 6'3", 215.
No fear.
So it's 4-on-4 hockey. Face off to the right of Tironi at the 12-minute mark of the third. Bodwin wins the draw. They almost got a shot off left side, but Mass forces him behind the net. Bodwin, the New Hampshire native from Londonderry. Plays it deeper in the Wildcat zone. Gildon looking to break out left side. Banks off the wall, too far for Salvaggio, so Stillwell controls near side of the Brown zone. Bodwin just inside his own line, out to center and across into the Wildcat zone. Forehand bid blocked down by Mass. It's behind the line. Stillwell looking in front, intercept by Salvaggio. Salvaggio with speed goes around Jatari. Left wing side, he still controls. He's in front. Salvaggio backhander just wide of the near post.
Well, he had Michael McNicholas sitting right there, but Salvaggio pulled the puck over towards him, so Michael really didn't have any better place to set up.
Corcoran behind his own goal. Pass to Stillwell near side left. Stillwell centering feed. Too hot to handle for Lafferty, so he follows it to the left half wall. Good lead pass to Brown, or Bird rather. Bird came in. Van Riemsdyk got a stick in there, so it deflects out of play.
Well, let me keep the face-off in the Wildcat end. Still 55 seconds left in the matching penalties. Tense moments here for the Wildcats. I just sense that the visiting Brown Bears have an awful lot of momentum and confidence in their stick handling and skating right now. And Wildcats just kind of out of sync.
Off the face-off. Still in the zone, although Bird unable to keep in, so it's out to center. Van Riemsdyk gives chase, but McArdle will back it up deeper to the Bear zone. Gets sent to the Wildcat zone, easily sticked aside by Tironi, leaves it for Boyd. 30 seconds remaining of 4-on-4. Van Riemsdyk to Blackburn. Oh, Blackburn got flattened against the glass on a McArdle check. Liam has 2 of the Wildcat 4 goals today. Others scored by Mass and McAdams, the freshman. Will it be enough? Still 6:15 remaining in the third period. Bird into the Wildcat zone from the right wing. Gives to Lafferty. His forehand shot off the blocker of Tironi as Lafferty was bidding for the far post. Vela racing to the Brown end to track down a puck. But getting there first is Kenya. Forces it to the near side. The matching penalties over. It's 5-on-5 once again with 5:55 left. Gottlieb trying to avoid a Nazarian forecheck. Successful as he gives to Marchand just out of the box. Marchand skates in left side. His forehander off of Mass's stick and out of play. 5:42 left, third period. UNH 4 and Brown 2. This is Wildcat hockey from Learfield. The New Hampshire School Administrators Association, proud to support the UNH Wildcats. Visit their website, edjobsnh.com, to find the largest web-based vacancy service for all education and employment opportunities in New Hampshire. That's edjobsnh.com. Face off to Tironi's right, 5:26 left in the third. It's 4-2 Wildcats. UNH wins the draw. Boyd fires off the far boards, but it's held in and sent back behind the New Hampshire net. Chanter looking to take it away from Lappin. Lappin looking to reverse direction, but Chanter stays on him, and then Chanter got a stick in the skates, and that'll be a penalty. The Bears going on the power play at 14:51 of the third.
Oh, that's not what UNH needed there. I don't know, check out to see if Brendan Whitted pulls the goalie for a 2-skater advantage. Still have a long way to go if they can pick off a power play goal. They might not need to pull the goaltender here.
Nieto started, made 13 saves, allowed 4 goals. Kenya came in, he's made 10 saves, has allowed 0 goals. And Brown has chipped away 2 third-period goals, Marchand and Lappin. And now on the power play with a little over 5 minutes remaining in regulation. Bears control in the Wildcat zone. Bodwin looking across for Abel, broken up, back to Stillwell at the point. Left wing Abel at the hash marks, drops it deep for Bird, goal line extended left. Curls it back to Abel left point. Fake slap shot at the center point. Stillwell right side. A deflection in front and a score. Bird got a stick on it in front. It was triggered by Corcoran from the right wing. And a power play goal for Brown makes it 4-3 with 4:48 left.
Brown earlier in the game showed good possession and good patience on the power play. They weren't able to notch one, but here in this one, they finally get the rotation over to the far side and a little slap pass into the crease. Tyler Bird, the senior, picks up his 3rd goal of the year, and it gets it by Danny Tironi, and we are at a 1-goal game.
All right, back to 5-on-5. Cats going left to right. Gildon looking at center ice for McAdams. He's tied up by Shu. Into the zone is Bird. Right off the goal. Tyler Bird, the senior, has 3 goals on the year. It's a shot that goes wide, hits off the glass as Tironi's being tested. Corcoran from the left side. Cross ice pass right wing. Bodwin couldn't handle, so here's Silvaggio at center. He'll chip it forward for McNicholas, who has 2 assists today. McNicholas left corner. Corcoran slows him down. McArdle's over there as well. On the night that Danny Tironi has set the all-time saves record, the Cats don't want to spoil that one, that's for sure. They want him to get a W on top of it. Behind the net, Salvaggio. He's wrapped up. Taken off the play. McNicholas there with McCardle. Cats fans really want to call against Shu as he was manhandling Salvaggio. Shu now controls the puck at center ice left into the Wildcat zone along the boards. Centering feed intercepted by Vela. Vela, lead pass. He's got Yzerman. He's on the rush. Yzerman shoots, save, rebound, save again. In front, McAdams looking for it. What a stop by Luke Kania. The first one initially, the second one didn't have much on it, but the freshman from Chicago, the city of broad shoulders right now, Kania is the one with the really broad shoulders.
A chance for Shane Yzerman to really put a statement onto this game, but some great goaltending. Brown hasn't given up one since this young man, the backup Luke Kania, has entered the game. Marchin
dumps and then chases. It's behind the Wildcat net. Mass plays it near side, getting to it. Gottlieb from the left wall, threw it in wide. It's kept in on the dump by Ferrario. Near side, Mass. Mass looking to play it out for Nazarian right around the Wildcat line. Lafferty keeps in, chips it deeper. Dawson will get to it behind the net. On the near boards, Nazarian, and he does push it out to center. And there's Marcus Vela to it. Vela skates in right side, waiting for help. No, he shoots instead. Save on the forehand bid from Vela, and then Kania covers up. 2:42 remaining in the third. 4-3 Wildcats.
I think Vela had Yzerman streaking down, but he was quite a ways behind him. You get a chance to see the great bid by Shane Yzerman set up by Vela. Eric McAdams tried to get back in on the action there.
Been a real good sequence for Marcus Vela, hasn't it? The lead to Yzerman, and then this opportunity that just could not find anywhere to put it by Luke Kania. That's been the story so far. Here's Brown the other way. Lappin into the Wildcat zone, all the way behind the net. Wrap around far post, backhand. Tirone save. Stillwell, left wing. On the curl, fired to the opposite corner by Brink from left to right. 2:20 to go in regulation. 1-goal Wildcat lead. Chanter using the far glass to play it to center ice. Forces Stillwell back between the circles of his own end. Hits one off the glass. Glove down by Blackburn. Blackburn's got Miller with him. Right wing half wall. Lappin for Brown. Leaves it a little bit deeper for Tony Stillwell. On the near side, Abel out to center ice. Some open space for Lappin across the Wildcat line. Tried to thread it as he had the on-rushing Meir. It's back to center ice again. Bird coming off already a goal. He tries again from the left circle. Save Tirone, hit off his left shoulder. Held in, right point McCardle with 1:35 left here in the third. Brown is all over. Boy, they have Brink there. Tirone a shot at a score. Brown has tied it up with 1:32 left in the third. 4 goals here in the third period, and we're tied all 4-4.
Just some major league frustration on the Wildcat bench as they had some chances to ice this game, but Brown just kept coming, and it looks like it's going to be Brent Beaudoin who kind of flopped that puck up over Danny Tirone, and a rebound left out there. Danny didn't have enough reach to get it. The initial shot that came across, and Chris Miller had a stick on it to fire it into the corner, but that's when Beaudoin's stick got in the way, and all in one motion it ended up in the back of the net.
The New Hampshire kid ties it up. All right, Salvaggio plays one in. That's scooped up and then dropped back down by Kania. 1:20 left here in the third. Gildon from the left point puts one in. Glove save, and then quickly dropping it down. Kania doesn't want to face off. Lafferty along the right side of the D zone. Leads it ahead. Bounces off Marchin's stick in the right wing corner. Marks can't handle it. It's behind the UNH net. 1 minute left here in the third. McAdams near side. Just enough to bring it to center. McNicholas now dumps it to the near corner. McAdams gives chase from behind the net. Out to the left, goal line extended. McAdams looking for help. Gets it, left point. Boyd throws one in, just wide. Hits off the end wall. Mass, right side, can't keep in. Back to center ice. McAdams at his own line for the Wildcats. Over to Mass, 4-4, 35 seconds left in the third. Center zone, Salvaggio back to Boyd. McNicholas at the Brown line, right side. Wraps it behind the net. McCardle there, holds behind the net in no hurry. Breakout pass to Bird near side. Tyler Bird into the Wildcat zone left wing. Tries to head towards the net. Mass pushes him behind the goal line. Puck bouncing off the side of the net with 10 seconds remaining here in the third. It's Bodwin after the game-tying goal a few moments ago. He stick handles right circle. Into the circle, headed towards the net. Puck gets pushed to the corner. Stillwell has it, and we hit triple zeros, and we're going to overtime. It was 4-0 Wildcats after 2. It's 4-4 after 3. And we'll put 5 minutes on the clock, but you have to be a little bit surprised right now, if not a lot, if you're a UNH Wildcat. Just got to shake it off, though, Pete, because it's anyone's game as we get ready for OT.
Yeah, you got to have a short memory there. Wildcats score the first 4 goals of the game. Mass, Blackburn, McAdams, and Liam Blackburn. That's a minute 42 into the second period. The Cats led 4-0. You go into the third, and 3 minutes in, the Wildcats still led 4-0 with 4 straight goals by the Brown Bears. Tony Marchand, Tim Lappin, Tyler Bird, and Brent Bodwin, a New Hampshire kid, picking up tallies. And we're going to go to overtime, so wow, frustrating third period there for the Wildcats. Just reminds me of that Vermont game back at the beginning of the year. Cats had a 4-2 lead in the third period, and Cats ended up tying the Catamounts back in October 28, 4-4 overtime score. Well, yeah, got to have short memory here and go out and play 5 minutes and try to get it done.
All right, we'll come back and drop the puck in overtime when we return to Durham. 4-4 UNH and Brown after 3. This is Wildcat Hockey from Learfield. Right corner, behind the cage, McNicholas. McNicholas being tied up by Jatari. Out to the point, Marks. Near point left, it's Gildon. Trying to go across the ice, broken up by Marchand. On the forecheck, McNicholas unable to keep in. Marchand able to dig it out and give it to Meir. Meir dumps it right corner, gives chase. Marks will get there first for the Wildcats. It's Gildon near side, trying the long pass, hits Van Riemsdyk right at the Brown line left, and Van Riemsdyk just plays it through. Bears will collect behind their own net. It's Gottlieb, spins away from Van Riemsdyk. A minute gone in overtime. McCardle near side right, gets the return pass from Gottlieb, too far. So in front of the Brown bench, it's sent in by Boyd. This will be an icing call against the Wildcats with 3:47 left.
You certainly don't want to bring the face-off back into your own end, but you don't get a line change as well. Boy, Brown has done an awful good job here in the third period of stacking things up along the boards. The Wildcats have had a very difficult time as they try to get out of their own end or try to keep the puck down in the Brown end along the boards.
Brown wins the face-off, backhand attempt from the near side by Marchand, save Taroni. On the far left boards, Bodwin unable to keep in, so he'll back it up near the Wildcat bench. Gottlieb settles down a bouncing puck, plays it deep to the Brown end. Near side, McCardle. Taken away at center by Miller. Miller gives it back to Boyd in the Wildcat zone. Benton Mass, right side. Mass crosses to the red line and wraps it behind the net. Kanya slows it down for McCardle. His outlet misses Chanter, banks off the boards. Marks retreats and retrieves far side. Nice diagonal to Yzerman. Looking right side to Nazarian in the Brown zone. Nazarian, sharp angle shot deflected, whistles wide. Kept in by Chanter, left side, backhanded up the wall, but Abel chips to center ice. We're 2 minutes into overtime. Marks in his own end, ahead Nazarian, gains the line right wing, looking for Vela, goes behind the net with it. Kept alive by Yzerman along the end wall. Yzerman, goal line extended left to the hash marks, and now trying to curl with Chanter along the left wall. Chanter, bottom of the left circle. He shoots, deflected out of play by McCardle. 2:37 to play in overtime, 4-4 score.
I just feel the tension in this building when Brown gets a hold of the puck. 4 goals in the third period, and they have a lot of confidence when they have that puck going down to the Wildcat end.
Last year, UNH scored 4 times there in the second period.
Yeah.
In the 7-4 win, Brown looking to exact revenge here, erasing that earlier 4-0 deficit. Here they come. Potential 3-on-2. Centering feed for Marchand couldn't be handled, and it's cleared out by Mass. Regrouping is Lafferty. Skates in right side. Lafferty goes around. Gildon behind the net. Wraparound shot. Taroni. A big save. McNicholas banking it off the far glass. Out to center ice. McAdams got a stick tangled up. McNicholas gets to it. McNicholas into the zone left wing. He's unable to get around the check of Jatari. On that near boards, McAdams deals it out far point. Mass behind the net. McNicholas. He handles there with Salvaggio. It's stolen away by Stillwell. Marchand, a one-touch pass to Lafferty. Back to Marchand, enters left wing. Here's a shot, goes wide. Rebounded Bird, near corner right. Gildon to the check, takes him off the play. Around to Gottlieb, far board. Dumps it behind the Wildcat net. Near side on the half wall, it's Bodwin. He had the game-tying goal. His pass from McCardle, too hot. And here comes Salvaggio left side. Salvaggio in, but it was an unsettled puck, and he couldn't get a shot triggered. 90 seconds left in OT. 4-4 the score. It's in the near corner of the offensive zone for the Wildcats. Ends up behind the net, but that gives room for a clear out by Gottlieb. Bodwin in his own end, being tracked by Blackburn. It's behind the net. McCardle spins away from a Blackburn check. McCardle stick handles out of his own zone. To the center zone. Nice pass to the left side. Finds Corcoran over to Bird. A minute left in overtime. At the half wall, Bird dumps it behind the net. Marks with a takeaway. Marks softly gives to Miller along the far boards. Chris Miller, cross ice to Boyd. The defenseman comes in left side. Boyd's shot got directed by Stillwell to the far side. Miller plays it back to the point. Here's one thrown in front and kicked aside by Bodwin. All the way down to the Wildcat zone. And the first one there is Corcoran for the Bears. 38 seconds left. Corcoran back to Abel, right circle. Couldn't handle it. Here's Lappin, bottom of the right circle. Sharp angle shot, save made. Rebound handled by Vela. Vela brings it out for Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk streaking into the zone right corner. Puck's behind the Brown net. 20 seconds remaining here in overtime. It's Brink for Brown. Moves it to center ice. 3-on-2 coming into the zone. Stillwell's shot. Mass got a stick on it, and it deflects out of play with 13 seconds left.
Well, that'll create a face-off in the UNH defensive end. Boy, what excitement here in the overtime as the Wildcats. Yeah, I thought Jason Salvaggio was going to have a clean bid. I think he went for a slap shot, but it was definitely on edge. He couldn't get enough wood on the puck. That was a good opportunity. Went by the wayside.
There's a timeout with 13 seconds left. Fan Seacoast Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Somersworth and Lee is one of the largest providers of orthopedic care on the Seacoast and in the state of New Hampshire. SOS Med, home to the official UNH Wildcat orthopedist and team physicians. You can receive the same care from the region's most respected leaders in sports injury treatment. Visit sosmed.org to learn more. Get back here for excitement Friday night. UNH against Boston University. 7 o'clock game. Tickets available now at unhwildcats.com.
Well, the Terriers haven't had too much of a schedule here as they tried to lighten it up, anticipating that they'd have a bunch of players be on the junior national team and play in the World Junior Tournament. And so that might be their first game back that they play after the break against us on Friday night.
Face off in the UNH zone off the timeout to Taroni's left. Brown wins the draw. Stillwell from the left side. Deflection in front by Bird, but Taroni makes a big stop. Mass on the near side. It's Salvaggio. He chips it out to center ice with 3 seconds left. Vela's cross-ice pass to McNicholas can't be handled, and that will do it. The Brown Bears erase a 4-0 deficit in the third period and forge a 4-4 tie with the Wildcats. New records for these teams. Brown is now 5-8-2, and UNH is 9-9-2 on the season. When we come back to the Wintermore Center, we'll recap it all for you as part of our Bud Light postgame show. Bud Light, a proud partner of Wildcat Hockey, reminding all fans, stay in the game and drink responsibly. This is Wildcat Hockey from Learfield.